coffee chat time. Come get the ducks as soon as you guys right now. I energetically pull the baby ducks, and we haven't set up their chicken wire yet. Pull them back into the pen, honey. And then they can fit through our chain link fence and they escape. So these guys, put the scissors down and you babysit them and keep them in the pen, okay? So we just got these guys just today. Oh, he's gonna escape, Helena. We just got these guys just today. You be their mama and tell them they gotta stay in.
No, they gotta stay.
You little fart.
Yes.
Go back in.
Go in. Stay
Pull them back
in.
to the middle, honey. You can carry all three of them.
Okay.
It's a duck extravaganza. And as soon as I start talking, I'll have to go in the pen with them. They want to come to me and I'm just outside. So I'm going to go sit in the pen with them. And then hopefully we can keep them contained. Hello, babies. How are you? So we just picked them up, and I told you we were doing this coffee chat no matter what was going on or what I was up to. And they just came in about an hour ago, and I haven't had time to put up the chicken wire yet on the inside of the chain link fence, which will make the holes smaller so they can't jump through the holes. So I'm gonna do that as soon as we get off the coffee chat, but I just wanted to say hi and show you the new babies that we just got. And they're just so happy. And they're so cute.
Scissors, of course.
Yeah, she's using scissors to cut the grass. And I love it because energetically, they're just staying with me now. Come here, guys. Come on, babies. They're not trying to get to me through the fence, which is cool. How does it get any better than that? So I just wanted to talk to you guys today about one of the questions that I use is now the time.
Okay.
Truth is now the time. So one of the things that just showed up for me today, I am hosting Anna Jelenius from Sweden for a class June 21st. It's just like 10 days away. And one of the things that I've been aware of, and by being aware of, is I've been thinking about it a lot. That's sometimes how being aware of something works. It's always popping into my awareness. Is I'm gonna have to make some pens, extra pens for the horses that are coming to the class, because it's gonna be more, I'm gonna need more pens than what I've got going on right now. So, I'm like, well, I work at this really cool store called the Paradise Hill Ranch in Westonware. I could buy some panels from them, and they're about like $180 a panel. So if I wanted to make 3 pens, I'd have to buy 10 of them. Yeah. Does that really work for me? Or at least 7 for sure. Hey guys, does that really work for me right now? No, so that'd be like, $1,800. Yes, it's absolutely an investment in the future. But there was kind of a clunk to it. So I'm like, well, what else is actually possible here? Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm not stepping on the babies. They're just right at my feet. So I'm like, what else is actually possible here? And I'm like, well, I could ask about renting panels for the weekend. That would be like, the cost would be a little bit less. I could probably write it off as a class expense and take it out of the money that comes in from the class. And what else is actually possible? So I was at work last week, And I was gonna ask the people who own the business about renting the panels, and I didn't. I mean, it was kind of heavy. Helena, can you come get the babies? Because they're by the fence again, honey. And I didn't because it was kind of heavy. It was heavy and it just didn't flow into the day. So when something pops and is really like now is the time, it just flows and there's no like weirdness to it. So it wasn't the time when I was at work to ask about the panels because I didn't ask for it or ask about it. It just didn't seem like the timing was there. And so, you know, I got home from work and I'm like, damn it, I forgot to ask about the panels, you know, kind of judged myself a little bit. And I'm like, well, is now the time? No. Okay, cool. So what if I didn't actually judge myself for forgetting, in quotation marks, forgetting, and just trusted that the universe has something different in store, that there's another possibility that's generating. Hi, Juanita. There's another possibility that's generating. So, okay, cool. Now's not the time. I'm just gonna, you know, quit judging myself and I'm just gonna keep playing with the idea. And one of the things that I did ask was, I asked the horses that are coming to the class next weekend to contribute to creating a space for them to stay in, that they would like to stay, that's comfortable for them. And then a couple of days ago, the kids and I were going to Lloyd, and my husband was going to the Paradise Ranch in West Moore to pick up some stuff. And one thing I do know is that I do require like 2 panels to fill in this one space of the pen that I have set up. And so I'm like, I asked Travis, can you pick me up a couple of panels from the store so that I can use for that? And he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Cool. So we picked up 2 panels, bought 2 panels, and I have those. And then just the other day I was like, well, I wonder what else is possible with the panels and getting space for the horses to stay. And in my head I was kind of like, well, I could move these pastures, blah, blah, blah. And I got a phone call last night from a cousin of ours who we also do some business with, and he was phoning, and I was busy, I was doing a riding lesson, so I didn't answer the phone, but he left a voicemail. So this morning I listened to the voicemail and he was like, hey Katherine, you know, how are you? What's up? Do you want to set up a meeting sometime? Oh, and by the way, this acreage that we're renting right now, the fellow who owns it has all of these panels. They're like, you can use them for horses and cattle. He has these panels that he wants to sell for like $50 a panel. Would you be interested? And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Yes, this is what was getting created. This is what I was aware of. This is why I didn't go out and spend the money on buying 10 brand new panels, you know, spending almost like $2,000 when I could get 10 for like $500. I'm like, how does it get any better than this? So I'm like, yes, I'm so excited. So this just has got me super excited. And so when things aren't really flowing, when you forget to ask for things, what if you didn't judge yourself for forgetting or judge yourself for not taking action? What if you ask the question, truth is now the time? Truth is now the time. And then pay attention. If it's a yes, then okay, what action do you need to take right now? Or if it's a no, now is not actually the time, then trust that the universe or consciousness or you are generating, there's something generating in the works that's gonna create something greater, or things gonna show up, and now is not the time to take action. So like, how does it get any better than that? Oh, so that was so cool. I'm so excited. Great deal. The babies are all drinking. There they are. They're all having a drink in their swimming pool. Anyway, I've got another story to share about it being the time. So I'm a certified facilitator with Access Consciousness, and that I can just facilitate these classes with Access, and I can do online coaching stuff with people. I'm certified. And so every year, to maintain your certified facilitator status, you need to recertify at a training. And so, oh my God, they're all in the pool. They're so happy, guys. Look at how happy they are. I love it. Sorry, this is why I shouldn't do a video with baby ducks around. Anyway, the training, I went to Rome in March of 2018, and that was when I first certified. So, the rule is I need to go to Rome every March to recertify my training. And it was like January of this year, January of 2019. And I'm like, man, I should probably book some flights. I haven't booked any flights yet to go to Rome. I should start looking at that. And like every time I went to the computer to look up flights or to book a flight, it was just like really heavy and nothing really felt fun for me. I felt like it felt like I was forcing myself to choose a flight. And I'm like, well, this is weird. Okay, well, I guess, so asking the question, is now the time? No, it was not the time to book a flight. Okay, so cool. So I just would quit. I didn't book anything. And then it was like 3 weeks after that, again, I was like, man, I need to book flights. I haven't booked any flights yet. So go to the computer. Nothing really pops up. It doesn't really feel fun to fly there. I'm like, okay, is now the time? No, now is not the time. Like literally a couple of days later, my sister-in-law texted me and she's so excited because her and her hubby are going on a holiday. Like he said yes to going on a holiday with her, and they haven't been anywhere together, just the two of them. Well, and yeah, so she's like, oh, that would be great. I so appreciate it. So again, I'm thinking about Rome, having this information that my sister-in-law's going on a holiday, and I offered to keep the kids for her. And nope, Rome is still really heavy to book flights for. Okay, is now the time? No. Okay, cool. So she texted me a couple days again after that and said, hey, we booked our trip. We're going to Jamaica, and these are the dates that will be gone. And the dates that they were going to be gone were the dates that I would have been gone to Rome. And I'm like, and then the first thing that came up for me was like, oh my God, I'm going to be gone to Rome. I can't do this. I'm like, wait a second, Katherine, what kind of question is that? So what would create the greatest here? And I could see myself making this into a problem. I'm like, I need to go to Rome and recertify, but I also told my sister-in-law I would watch her kids, and I really desire to do that for her. And I could see how I was making this a problem. Like, that's normal. I have a problem now. Oh my God, I need to solve my problem. Well, one of the tools that I've learned is, what if it's only a problem? Things come up and they only become a problem if you judge it as a problem. Now, if you can stay out of the problem with it, you can become aware of another possibility. So the question that I asked was like, man, if this wasn't a problem, what possibility could I be aware of? And then it popped that I became aware that we are actually allowed as a certified facilitator to apply for an extension. So if you don't make it to your same training, you can apply for an extension and train at the next training, which was Costa Rica coming up at the end of August. And I'm like, man, that feels so fun. Like, I would love to go to Costa Rica for training. I was in Rome last year and it's easy. And plus, when I'm gone in August, the kids are not in school yet. So it's super easy for them to stay with my mom or with whoever else they're going to stay with while I'm gone. They don't have to worry about getting them to school. I'm like, okay. And I talked to Travis about it. I'm like, hey, will this work for us and the farm? And he was like, yeah, go, like, let's do it. And like everything just opened up. And now I'm traveling to Costa Rica with another friend of mine, Lori. We're traveling together. We've got our flights booked. Like everything was boom, boom, easy. Whereas, and I'm not saying that if I had booked Rome, it wouldn't have been great. I mean, I'm sure it would have, but so yeah. So if something in your life isn't quite flowing, it's not really working, is now the time? Are you aware of, is there another possibility that's generating that would be so much more fun for you? And so that's one of my favorite tools and one of the questions that I've been asking. When things feel like that I'm forcing them, or that they're taking a lot of effort to happen, is now the time? And I'm telling you, most of like 100% of the time, it's a no. Now is not the time. And then like 2 or 3 days later, or a couple weeks later, something will pop up and be like, oh my God, that's why I didn't do that then. That's why. So anyway, that's my coffee chat for today. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Goodbye from the ducks. These guys are so cute. And until next week, and I know that some of this are my connection became weak, so you'll have to rewatch the replay and catch all the details. So have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you guys for you, and bye-bye.